Evening all. Oh, I haven't lit my candle. Hang about. Give us a sec. Right, a bit late today. I've been at work all day. And I've literally been driving. And on the radio, I can't believe what I've just heard. Keir Starmer is only sending Sue Gray and 30 other Labour people to the House of Lords. That means we're going to have 831 peers in the House of Lords. Most of which are Tory, but by the time he's got the new 30, it's going to be like a 50-50 split with a few independents and what have you. But I've just been doing the figures and I've just been doing some research on how much someone earns for sitting in the House of Lords. Right, get this. They get over £300 a day. They get £300 a day plus travel expenses, up to £100 a night hotel and subsidised restaurant facilities. Now, the lower figure is £461 a day, right? There are 141 sitting days in the Lords. For 801, as it is right now, to sit for 145 days and claim their expenses, bearing in mind the total will be much higher than this because there are travel expenses and other expenses I can't find how much they're entitled to. Each one of them could be earning £66,845. Now, if you multiply that by 801 people, which is how many Lords there are at the moment, that's £53,542,845. When Sue Gray and the 29 others skip off to the House of Lords, it's going to go up by over £2 million to £55,548,195. This is the lower end of the estimate. If you multiply that £55,548,195 by £300, i.e. the price of the winter fuel payment, we could be keeping 185,160 and 65 pensioners warm this year. I'm absolutely raging. My piss is boiled. I cannot believe it. And that's the lower end of the estimate. And he's sending another 30. Isn't it time we cut them down and just said, right, there's a set number of Lords. So many from one side, so many from the other side, and so many independents. There's 25 bishops in there. What are they doing poking their nose into politics? They're supposed to be men of God. Oh, honestly, I'm going to have a coronary. My blood pressure's through the pigging roof. I cannot believe it. So, why? Why? The corruption is palpable. I've literally woken up this morning and I felt corruption. It's just, I mean, we know it's corrupt anyway, but it's just, I can't even begin to get the words out. I'm so annoyed. I'm so mad. I'm raging. I don't even know if I can do a reading because I'm not in the right headspace. I've tried to meditate and all I can think about is how many pensioners are going to be wrapped up with freezing cold and blinking toes going blue and sitting in one room and one bar on a fire if they've got a fire and probably not putting fire on at all. And the poor little buggers that have got no family to look out for them. And then there's this lot getting chauffeured here, there and everywhere, getting the posh meals and the wine and a hotel for night, £100, and £461 a day just to sit there falling asleep. In the warm. Paid for by us mugs. So I don't even know if I'm going to put this up. I don't even know if this is going to be a reading. I don't even know what this reading's going to be about, because I haven't even looked at the requests tonight. I just thought, right, I did all the stuff, I did all the things I needed to do, but it was in the back of my mind and I just had to do it. If you watched my video yesterday, I talked about me being over analytical and a little bit, you know, in my head about things sometimes, and I find it odd to sometimes just to let go of that and be all woo-woo and spiritual, and I can't sometimes, you know, when I'm a Libra. I cannot stand injustice. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. So I'm just going to do a general reading of the energy of now, and I'm hoping that my energy, my anger, it doesn't come out in these cards, and that we're going to pick up on the energy of now. And then weren't he in Parliament answering questions yesterday? Starling. And they said, do you regret anything? No, I don't. The man's got nothing behind his eyes. He's dead from the waist up. We know he's not dead from the waist down, but he's dead from the waist up. I'm sure he hasn't even got a beating heart, that man. Too many. Right, I ain't even done my normal spiel. Enchanted Map Oracle, that's what I'm starting with. Colette Baron Reid. What's coming out today? Cleaning house. Oh, ain't it time we cleaned house? Clean the house of bloody loads. Oh, I'm on my high horse today. 37, cleaning house, it's time. Get them cobwebs out. Upright. When you see cleaning house, I don't know if you can see that. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest, clean house. Well, I mean, that works for me, and I don't know if it works for any of you lot, but I sometimes work from home, and I'm working home today from the living room, and I've got a really huge oak sideboard, and it's full to the brim of, I don't even know what's in it. And I was there at lunchtime, and I was sat there having a cup of tea, and I was looking at this sideboard, and in my head it was just saying, you know what, you need to empty that thing, because you've not been in any of it at all. You don't even know what's in there. And behind me was a wall unit that also has got a cupboard that I have no clue what's in there. So I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. So for me, at least, that's actually quite poignant. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Getting the bin bags out and going to tip. And I think it's a bit of a spring clean prior to Christmas, you know, people coming round and all that kind of thing. Can you, have you got a so-and-so? Yeah, it's in that cupboard, but open the door quick and shut it quick when you've done, because everything's just going to fall out on top of you. Well, my living room's like that at the moment, so that's what I'll be doing. Anyway, enough about me. Spring cleaning. Yeah, let's clean house. The House of Lords. I mean, the thing is, it's not even like, it's sending 30, including her, Sue Gray. Well, we all know that's her reward for putting spoke in with Boris, isn't it? Because weren't it Sue Gray that did the Partygate report, and Keir Starmer rewarded her handsomely, and the son. Because into your Labour MP as well, the son. Oh, God. Nepotism, rife. Keep it in the family. So we're cleaning house. Louise, let go of it. Cleaning house. What's the energy of today? It's probably only going to be a quick one, this. Oh, here we go, flyer. Oh, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, endings. Could be betrayal. Well, we've all been betrayed, haven't we? We've been betrayed by this blooming government. But Ten of Swords, endings. It's mental endings. So the Ten of Swords is about the mental. Swords is about the mental realm, the thoughts, the intellect. The Ten of Swords is about the ending of that. So it's about putting those old stories that you tell yourself, you know, the same old stories, around and round and round, you know, I'm no good at this, I'm no good at that, no one's going to want to speak to me, or all the usual, what women go through. I'm too fat, you know, my hair's horrible, or look at me wrinkles, I'm going to have to stay in for the rest of my natural life because no one's going to want to speak to me now, all that kind of thing, all this negative self-talk. It's time to put that to one side. But how do we do that, I hear you say? This feels like a loss as well. It feels a bit like a loss. So if any of you are suffering from loss, like it could be loss of a job, or it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job, a pet, even, I don't know, you could, anything that you've lost. That it could be memories of people that you've lost. And I suppose around this time of year, I think that's when it gets the most raw. And, you know, I don't have any family now. I've got my 2 kids, but I have my 2 kids and that's it. I have absolutely no other family. So around this time of year, if I want to, I can sit there and get upset about people past, lost, gone, but not forgotten. Or I can just enjoy what time I have with the people I do have right now. And I think that's about trying to stay in the present moment and getting your mind out of the past. It feels very much a bit like loss, this. Not necessarily betrayal, but loss. So, might not be making any sense to any of you, and you might have come on tonight hoping to have heard some latest saga in British politics. Okay. This is Judgment. So this is about being awake to what is around you. Spiritual. The Judgment is like, I always see this as like, this reminds me of Logan. Is it Logan's Run? Some of you will remember this and some of you won't. But I think a lot of my followers, my subscribers actually are about my age and slightly older. So Logan's Run, I used to love it when I was a kid. When people got to 60, they all sort of, what's the word? Evaporated. They were evaporated at 60, so there was nobody over 60 in Logan's Run. They were all like cold. Not some. I think that's what probably is going to happen with this assisted dying bill, to be fair. I think it's a very good way of saving on a pension bill. But and I think that's what we're heading for. But this feels like where we've got this loss, this feeling of loss. And when I was talking about, you can either be in your head about it and be still grieving and going back to old times and people long past, or you can head towards the light and enjoy the now. Like look around you. What have you still got? What can you make the most of? What have you got that you're taking for granted, and make that bigger. Yeah, move away from the doom and gloom and head towards the light. Right then, I'm thinking of doing a 2025 reading. It might be a long one though, so you best get yourself a brandy or something. And then we've got the word the 10 of Cups. Do you know what? I don't know if any of you know anything about this, but this feels very quantum physics-y. It feels very much like an advice, if you like, to I'm gonna. I mean, if I go into it, I'm gonna be here all day. But if you look, we're heading towards the light. If you put that further up like that, that's the light that you're heading towards. Like it's a continuation, if you can see that. But this feels like a connection to moving away from the anxiety, the pain, the distress, making what you have got bigger, making more of what you have got. And the more you do that, you're going to have more opportunity to connect with your own higher power, if you like, your own guardian angels, your own spirit beings that are around you all the time. And they are all around you in the quantum field. So this feels very much like a spiritual type message. I don't know how many of you are into angels and quantum field and quantum physics and the ancient scriptures and the scriptures that are missing from the Bible and all that kind of thing. But this feels very much like this is the material world. This is the material world that isn't real. Make your invisible world bigger, because you're in what you can't. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it isn't there. This is all about meditating, connecting with your own spirit guides. There's plenty of things you can do if you've never meditated before. There are loads of guided meditations on YouTube, loads of them. So you don't have to do anything. You just sit there and you listen and you follow along with the instructions, which is a really good way to start, if you like. And but I wouldn't advise doing guided meditations all the time, because you do need the quiet in order to hear what your inner self is saying, because your inner self is your soul, and your soul is connected to the invisible world. So I think I think a lot more of us are going to start connecting to that, rather than being more interested in the material world, which is never going to give us joy, because it's not real. This world, the life we live, is one big massive play. It's just one big play. There's a battle going on this planet, and it's been a battle that's been going on for decades, centuries and centuries and centuries, millennia in fact. And it's a battle of good versus evil, and the only way to get rid of the evil in life is for more of us to turn our back on the evil and look towards the good, look towards the light, look towards the things that we can't see. This might be a bit of a cryptic reading actually, but notice they're all about the same colour as well. Whereas this is dark and dingy. This is cosmosy. This is more the mysteries of the universe. Go towards the mysteries of the universe. Look for the mysteries, not what we can see, hear, taste, smell, touch, because that's the material realm. We need to be out of the material realm and into the invisible realm, the stuff we can't see. But if you're quiet enough, you will be able to hear and you will be able to feel. And the more you practice, you will also be able to see what others cannot see. One more before I go. One more. Just one more to round. Oh, we've got two. Might as well take them, haven't we? We've got, 4. This is meditation. Learn to meditate. You don't have to sit with your legs like that. There's no way in hell my hips will go like that anymore. Not with my dodgy hips. But meditation. Be still. Be quiet. Concentrate on the light side of life and not the dark side of life. And then we've got the 3 of Cups, which is a celebration. This is a celebration. Well, it will be a celebration, won't it? We've got Christmas coming up and all that kind of thing. But this is 3 people celebrating. So you've got, the colour scheme is actually all very samey, but you know, it's not like that in all the deck. So I don't think the whole deck's like that. It's not. Yeah. Try and stay away from that. 2 years ago, way back, when I first started this channel, I started this channel talking about this quantum stuff. And there's a series of 4 videos that I did about gratitude. And it does explain a lot of things about the quantum stuff and the thoughts and all that kind of thing. And if you're interested, don't have to be, if you're interested, go and find them. They're way back, right at the very beginning. Some of my very first videos that I put up. And it's about gratitude. It's a 4-part series. If you're interested, I think some of that might help some of you. Right now I've got that off my chest. I feel all right. Okay, right, I'm going, and I'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully nothing's going to boil my piss tomorrow, and I'll be able to be a little bit more centered for you. Anyway, I don't expect you all to like this one or share it, because this is all a different niche. I'm going. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Ta-ra.